What's the crossover between acting and politics for you? I mean, what do you the similarities in the business?
A lot of people ask me that. I think it's the same industry now. I think it's, for better or for worse, entertainment and politics are the same industry. I think it's all about, because think about it this way: there's no one schooling path to being an actor or to being a politician. There's no one type of person that becomes an actor or becomes a politician. It's all about just the ability to draw eyeballs and draw attention and be able to, semi-public speak. That's the connection. And it's all about gaining followers.
That's true. It's interesting because the people who, on both sides, who are controversial, right, people not liking them, it feeds the people defending them and following them. Right. So it's right now it feels like that people are just picking a controversial position and taking it. Yeah. On both sides, as politicians or as actors. Right. Which is it's interesting.
And we can go on and on all day about whether that's a positive thing for society or a negative thing for society. And again, that's a fun conversation to have, and I think that's an important conversation to have. But eventually you have to realize this is how the world's working. Do you want to be a player in the world, or do you want to be an observer of the world? Like, you can either knock on the door and step into what's happening, and try to influence it, whether it's entertainment or politics, trying to influence the world in the way that you want to see it, or are you going to stay on the sidelines and hem and haw about how much of a bummer it is that people are calling each other names on Twitter? Like, it just, And I've chosen to, again, for better or for worse, to kind of step into the game and be a part of it and try to play it.
That's great. Do people in Hollywood assume certain politics that you have or certain beliefs just because you're in Hollywood, or how you look or things like that?
Probably. But I actually think it's a great time to be a conservative in Hollywood. Like, the more that I've met just different people and been around it, and the more I just kind of watch TV and watch these different guys doing their podcasts and that kind of stuff, I don't know. I'm again, because I take a broader approach, and I don't mind being an actor one day and being a producer the next day and being a production assistant the next day and like doing a podcast the next day. So for me, as a conservative, so far I haven't had a lack of opportunities. I've had a abundance of opportunities being involved in both politics and entertainment and being conservative, because that's interesting, and because I'm willing to take any one of the different things. The conservatives that I see that have an issue that have to be like undercover are the ones that are, hey, back to just being a purist actor. Like, I just want to be a purist actor. Because again, you want to be a producer, then bring the money and manage the project. No one's going to tell you not to be a producer, because everyone wants the work. So yeah, maybe I don't think there's a situation where a liberal actor would refuse to work for a conservative producer when they're being offered a paycheck, unless they're a celebrity and then they're in a position where they can choose to make that decision. But if you're a beginning actor, and like, I don't see a situation where you would logically turn down work.